Welcome, Devil Sniper here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 19, season number 6 of our career mode with West Ham United. So we left it on a bit of a cliffhanger, 1-1 at half time. Question is, would we go on to take the magnificent victory? We shall find out in the background. So today we're going to have a little bit of a chat, a long-awaited review for youngster and budding star Szymanski is slightly on hold. As I went to do the review, he actually picked up an injury for the West Ham B team, which was a little bit frustrating to say the least. He's out for a couple of months, so I will be doing an update on the West Ham United B team in the coming episodes, and I will also get round to doing his update as soon as I've got it up to that point in the actual West Ham B career. And we will have a Szymanski review. It's just going to be slightly delayed. It was a little bit unforeseen. Literally picked up the ball and got tackled. And yeah, he snapped himself as such, which was a bit of a shame. But these things happen. It's part and parcel of football. As Filippo Bonaperti, what a shot. That boy is playing so sensationally. I can't believe he hasn't won a Ballon d'Or in all the time he's been playing for West Ham. He's absolutely sensational. Get a bit lucky there. Jack Wilshere, of all players, right the way back, doing some stout defending. Filippo spreading the ball out to Eric Lamela. Lamela knocking it into Bassi. Bassi moving the ball forward into Roca. Roca dropping deep. Love the way he drops deep. Plays so well when he drops deep. And look at this. Andy Carroll's down. He then gets up. I think he's taken a mick. He then walks off the pitch, sits down, and the referee holds up play. I think that's a little bit disgraceful. And I'm not very happy with his conduct. As you know, he was on loan at West Ham United at the beginning of season number 1. Didn't really score us enough goals, and we never ended up buying him, unfortunately. Some would say, I would say fortunately, because it allowed us to buy some fantastic players. And as you can see, we managed to draw 1-1. Not an exciting finish as we had all hoped, but nonetheless, you know, it's a good result. Liverpool were all over us at certain times in that game. As you can see, Cardiff come back, and they want £9.4 million plus Tevez. That is ridiculous. Nathan Redmond is not worth that by any stretch of the imagination. Zaha has finally left the club. I do wish the lad good luck. I think he's a fantastic player, but he just didn't do it for us, unfortunately. He really did not do it for us, which is a great shame, but it's part and parcel of football. These things do happen. We have to accept that sometimes moves work out. Sometimes players come in and they do a good job. As you can see, we have a Premier League game at home against West Bromwich Albion. I decided to simulate this game because I want to get the transfer window completed in this episode. We come up with a 3-1 victory, and irony would have it, not only will Destro score a goal, but Tevez would score a goal. We're going to go into the FA Cup replay at Anfield. It's going to be a tough game. They put out a strong squad. We put out a mixed squad, but we're now going to go and join the Daily Jaffer. The Daily Jaffer. Number 1 for sport, number 1 for transfer news. Still only 35 pence. Lamela looking forward to the Top Gear day. Details on page 3. Players visit Academy. Today, Filippo Bonaperti, Roca, Eduardo and other West Ham United stars visited a local youth academy where they helped bring on the uprising talent of the West Ham Football Club. They also took the time to answer any questions asked by the youngsters. When asked by one youngster if any of the footballers would be doing anything big outside of football in the future, Filippo replied, "I can't say too much due to the contract I have signed, but there is a movie in the works that I'm a star in. Speculation is that the role is the new James Bond film. Who knows? Reporter, Welsh Wizards." Remember, you can submit your own stories to the West Ham United career mode by posting in the comments section below. Just follow this simple format, Daily Jaffer, then post your story. Bonaperti, the main story. Bonaperti leads Ballon d'Or. Messi worried as Bonaperti hots up the Ballon d'Or. West Ham United talisman Filippo Bonaperti is currently the favourite to finally dethrone Argentinian superstar Lionel Messi as the best player on the planet. West Ham United manager Locke had nothing but admiration for his captain. I knew that there would be at least one Ballon d'Or in his future. I'm just surprised it hasn't come already. Details on page 4. Reporter, Hazard X14. Now we go on to the back page. Ronaldo, top left-hand corner. It appears the West Ham United fans are hoping Locke will make a summer move for Ronaldo. The fans feel Ronaldo, along with Bonaperti, will deliver the quad for the club. Reporter, Jaffer Cake Army. No to Barca. Eric Lamela, the next Messi? Barca seem to have decided on the successor to Messi and are bursting their piggy banks in order to make a huge £45 million bid for Eric Lamela, despite legendary West Ham United manager Locke stating that he will accept no bid for Lamela. Reporter Lord Storm 75 and spelt correctly. Get in there. Finally, please end my nightmare. Bale issues Locke with a come get me plea. The once dream move to Bayern Munich has not been the dream Gareth Bale had hoped for. I wanted a brand new challenge, but German football isn't the quality I was told. Gareth has made no secret that he wishes to play for West Ham United and hopes the rumours are true that Locke will come to his aid and bring him back to England. Bale tweeted the following: "I'm going to make the Hammers fans proud." This tweet was taken down by Munich officials, and Mr. Boomsteiger is reported to be angry by the tweet, as Bale is his main player. It is also rumoured Locke will make a move for Lukaku, but Locke stated that it is just silly, and I don't remember saying we would move for Gareth. Reporter, the Jaffer Cake Army. I do love reading the Daily Jaffer. It's such a fantastic newspaper. I don't know where they get their content from, but they have some fantastic reporters. As you would have seen from the first screen before we went to the Daily Jaffer, Szymanski is actually playing in this fixture. Now, at the beginning of the video, I told you about the review that we wouldn't be able to do it because he's actually injured. Just in case you are wondering, Szymanski is in the West Ham United B team career mode and is completely separate from the main career mode. And by the time I was recording this content, I hadn't started to do the review, so hence Szymanski is in this game, and unfortunately we won't be able to do the review until he's fully fit. It wouldn't be good to do the review in the main career mode. It would ruin it because obviously I do a lot of stopping and starting, and I try and utilise those players. Anyway, let's not worry about that. As Tongi plays a great ball into Gabbiadini. Gabbiadini into Friend, and what a finish after 24 minutes. Absolutely an audacious, composed finish from the young lad. He even holds his run. When you see the replay, you will see he stutters his run, holds the line, and then breaks through. Look at that just there. Fantastic. Great ball from Gabbiadini. Look at the composure. Fantastic finish into the back of the net to give us a well-deserved lead. Butland, who's been playing very well, doing extremely well over the last few episodes, has a slight mental malfunction, throws the ball out to Liverpool, and we are punished on the 45th minute, which is a great, great shame. Really, really disappointed with that. I can see what Butland was trying to do. He was trying to set up the counter-attack straight away. He got his bearings wrong. He didn't put enough power in the throw. We're going at half-time. Liverpool won, West Ham United won, and our dreams of the FA Cup at this moment in time are on the line. Some rash tackling in the box. Great save from Butland, and then complete and utter confusion between the players allow Liverpool in on the 48th minute to take a 2-1 lead, which was really disappointing. All I can say is the boys did put in 110%, but playing literally 2 games in 3 days. We played West Brom, we had a day off, and we had to play Liverpool. It's just too much for our squad, unfortunately, and you would have seen that we had such an array of players playing, but it was just really, it was taking our squad to the absolute max, which is a great shame. But Rocker played really well. A nice ball through into Bassi. Bassi breaking down that right-hand side, trying to get onto his left foot, working onto his left foot, fires the shot, and an absolutely fantastic save from the Liverpool keeper. Tongi in the centre of the park, moving the ball forward, but as you can see, just tiredness and sloppiness, giving the ball away, allowing Downing to come in, but thankfully Nastasic was well and truly awake for that. Knocks the ball forward into Tremel, and the FA Cup dream has gone. Unfortunately, Liverpool 3, West Ham United 1. We will not be retaining the FA Cup. We've only won it twice. It would have been so nice to go and win it for a 3rd time, but it's going to be something that we will concentrate on next season. I really want to win the FA Cup. It's a very important trophy to myself and to the club, and it's something I feel that we need to be winning on a regular basis. As you can see, we are now entering the transfer deadline day. Yes, business time. If you haven't caught up with what we've done in the transfer window thus far, we have allowed Figueroa to leave for 10.5 million to Newcastle United. Zaha has just left for Real Madrid. He went for £11.5 million. We bought in Jack Wilshere, sending Stefan in the opposite direction to Bayern Munich, plus £7.5 million, which is a fantastic deal. I have to say, it's a fantastic deal. Wilshere has been absolutely brilliant since he has joined the club. He's played a few games. He's been a revelation in training. It is, at this moment in time, we have such an immense squad. We are lacking in certain aspects of that squad. Probably a little bit more depth would be really nice. Depth of pure class would be really nice. But that will come. We don't have to worry about that. At this moment in time, we probably have the best team and squad in the world. I know I'm being slightly biased, but that is my true feeling. As you can see, I'm on the database, and with Zaha gone, I thought to myself, you know, I'd like to bring someone in who I can utilise in midfield, someone who has a lot to offer and of a decent age. And you can see we have the sort of money that we can actually look at the players of Eden Hazard's class, Neymar's class. As you probably know, if you've been reading the Daily Jaffer, we have actually been linked with Gareth Bale. Now, Gareth Bale can play as left back, he can play as left mid, he can also play as a cam. You know, we do have the money to actually look at Neymar, Rodriguez, even Cristiano Ronaldo is a player that we have also been linked with. More by the fans, I have to say, of the club are more interested in us being linked to Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not going to comment because I basically, at this moment in time, I can't due to contractual measures. So we'll have to see how and if that develops in any way, shape or form. But yes, I'm going to come out publicly and say we will be approaching Bayern Munich for Gareth Bale. We are going to make a very audacious, a very, very biblical approach for Gareth Bale. He clearly isn't happy. He's registered his interest and intent to come to West Ham. It is now down to myself, obviously the directors of the football club, to stump up the cash, to discuss it with Mr. Boomsteig, as you know, as the Bayern Munich manager, and also the executives from Bayern Munich. Now, it's a bit of an audacious deal, to be honest. It's a huge possibility. I mean, Gareth Bale is a fantastic professional football player. He really is absolutely an amazing player. Now, to do this deal, we are going to have to send a player in the opposite direction. The sacrificial lamb is going to be Ola Jean. Now, Ola Jean came in from Benfica. He hasn't really lived up to his billing. He's had fits and spurts of absolute greatness, but never ever really peaked like Lamela, who's come in. Lamela has been absolutely sensational since joining the club, and he is just getting better and better week in, week out, where Ola Jean is just not doing enough for me personally. He's just not doing enough. He needs to improve. And for me, this seems like a good opportunity to offload him to Bayern Munich. I know that Bayern Munich are going to be looking for, obviously, a replacement for Gareth Bale. So why not just throw him into the bargain? You know, it just seems a logical deal. Obviously, Lionel Messi has been linked to West Ham United. He said he would like to come and play for us. I'm going to put in an audacious offer. Yes, Ola Jean, who's only worth, you know, a few million, nothing compared to the £66.5 million valuation for the 30-year-old Lionel Messi, plus 10.5 million. It's a way of starting a communication between ourselves and Barcelona. You know, these Spanish clubs think they can dictate and dominate transfers. They come and they think, oh, we'll offer you 10 million, they'll just accept. It doesn't work that way, so we're going to open up a line of communication. As you can see, Mr. Boomstein comes back and wants 17.5 million, but Barcelona come back. Not only do they want Ola Jean, but they want 95.5 million for 30-year-old Lionel Messi. All I can say is that deal is never going to happen. We will never have Lionel Messi at West Ham United. Not when they want £95.5 million. £95.5 million. I nearly dropped my Jaffer cake sitting at my desk when I read that. I was absolutely horrified. Gareth Bale, 17.5 million plus Ola Jean. That's around about a £30 million package. Some people will think we're playing over the odds. It's going to go to the wire if we get him, to be honest. It's going to go to the wire if we get him. We've got a lot of paperwork, a lot of documentation that has to be sorted out. The problem is, they're in Germany. We're in the United Kingdom. It's all done by email and faxes. We get the opportunity to speak to Gareth Bale. We take the opportunity. We offer him a very, very lucrative contract. 2 years on £110,000 per week, which is a fantastic deal. The question is, will he reply to the contract in time? he does reply, but he turns down our first offer. He feels that he wants more money. Now, I'm prepared to go to £150,000 per week. That's a huge amount of money, but I feel that Gareth Bale is worth every penny. Absolutely every penny. As you can see, Leroy Mills could be leaving for Nottingham Forest. Very young player. We have an abundance of right midfielders, to be honest, coming through the youth scheme. So if he does go, it won't be no big loss, to be honest. With a few minutes left, the chief exec tells me there's other clubs showing interest in certain players. I'm not really bothered about that. A player has been sold, and the Barclays Premier League has shut the transfer window. Literally shut it, as Gareth Bale agreed to sign for the club. But because they shut the window, we cannot sign Gareth Bale. I'm absolutely horrified. I'm absolutely disgusted. And I'm absolutely, for want of better words, pissed off with the FA. Gareth Bale got his contract back in time. We emailed it directly to the chief exec at the FA. He received it with 35 seconds to go, which was within the time limit, but he did not press the approval button straight away, which means he could have then checked the paperwork after the window had shut. He did not do that. He's cost us Gareth Bale. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I am slightly disappointed because I feel that could have been a fantastic signing. That could have been the sort of player that we needed to boost us for the Champions Cup, because we're still fighting for the Champions Cup. We're still fighting for the Premier League. But who knows? It's going to be a tough end to the season. We're not in the greatest form at this moment in time. We are top of the league. Just. I just hope the boys can bounce back from that defeat in the FA Cup against Liverpool. It's taken a lot out of me personally because I really wanted to win the FA Cup. Ola Jean at this moment in time is very, very pleased to be back into the side, playing some football. But he has told me quite clearly if he doesn't play, and he's not playing regularly, he wants to leave the club. He wants to leave the club if he's not playing regularly. So it's going to be down to you guys. Will he be here at the start of next season? Will he go in the summer? Will we keep him? Or will we have to sell him? Who knows? But Gareth Bale as a deal, I don't think will happen because he will be 29 come the summer. A bit too old.